Question number 9, Todd Muller. Order. We're moving now to question 9, Todd Muller. Tēnā.
To the Minister of Building and Housing, what further progress has the government made to deliver on its policy of delivering more houses in areas of need?
Mr Speaker.
The Honourable Dr Nick Smith.
Mr Speaker, the government has announced further special housing areas in Auckland, in Tauranga and Queenstown. These bring the national total to 118 with a capacity for 49,000 new homes. The new greenfields developments at Glenbrook and Drury are particularly significant, increasing the supply by over 1,800 homes. These are beyond the metropolitan urban limit and are only possible because of this government's legislation. Both these areas were recommended by the Auckland Council and refute the claim that no greenfields developments are still being progressed.
Supplementary question, Todd Muller.
Thank you. What reports has he had on the level of building and construction activity?
Mr Speaker.
The Honourable Dr Nick Smith.
Mr Speaker, today I've released the National Construction Pipeline Report produced by Brands and Pacificon. It forecasts the strongest sustained growth in building activity in 40 years, with $200 billion of work in residential, commercial and infrastructure work over the next 6 years. It projects a peak in 2016-17 of $37 billion, which is 30% higher in real terms than the last peak in 2007 or the previous peak prior to that in 1997 by 85%.
Supplementary question, Todd Muller.
How does the Construction Pipeline Report in respect of Auckland housing compare with last year's report?
Mr Speaker.
The Honourable Dr Nick Smith.
Mr Speaker, this report projects the building of 80,000 homes in Auckland over the next 6 years. This compares with just 30,000 over the last 6 years and indicates a massive housing building boom in Auckland. The report is significantly more optimistic than last year's report in showing a 26% increase in the projection of new houses to be built in the years through to 2020. It further confirms that the government and council's efforts to grow supply are working.
Supplementary question, Phil Twyford.
What possible chance has he of reducing the shortage of houses in Auckland by 2017, as he promised the other day, when the current build rate is 5,000 a year short of what's needed to keep up with population, and the Productivity Commission predicts a shortfall of 60,000 homes by 2020, up from 32,000 today?
The Honourable Dr Nick Smith.
Mr Speaker, I'd firstly state the record, and that is that when Labor left office, we were building only 300 houses a month in Auckland. We are now doing more than double that, but I'll also bring the members' attention to the report released today by Brands, which is projections for the number of houses to be built over the next 6 years is 80,000 homes in Auckland. That will be the largest number of homes built in any 6-year period in Auckland's entire history.
Question number 10, Kelvin Davis.